Welcome to Disney's Magic of Storytelling podcast, brought to you by WakeMed Children's, because inside every child is a story waiting to be told. Our storyteller is ABC 11 meteorologist Dawn Schweneker.
Mater saves Christmas. The morning sun sparkled on the snow in Radiator Springs. Mater, the tow truck, rushed through the town carrying a letter for Santa Car. He was just about to mail his letter when he heard a familiar voice behind him. "Come on, Mater. Surely even you know that Santa Car isn't real." It was Lightning McQueen's racing rival, Chick Hicks. Mater laughed and dropped his letter into the mailbox. "Next thing you're going to tell me is that the Easter Bunny doesn't exist either." "What are you doing here, Chick?" Lightning asked, looking at his racing rival suspiciously. "Oh, hey, Lightning. I didn't see you there. I just came by to donate to Roy's toy drive at Red's," Chick replied. Lightning frowned. He had a feeling that Chick was up to no good. Just then, Sheriff drove up. "I'm afraid I have some bad news, folks. Phillips stations up and down the route have been robbed. All the gas has been stolen." "But without gas, the mail trucks can't deliver our letters to Santa Car," Mater cried. "And that means no Christmas." Determined, Mater drove over to the gas pump. "Fill her up, Flo," he said. "I'll go to the North Pole and I'll take the letters to Santa Car myself." "I'm trying," Flo said, "but there's no gas." Sure enough, Flo's place had been robbed too. Mater narrowed his eyes at Chick, who was standing nearby, chuckling with his friends. Just then, Fillmore, the hippie van, whispered to Mater, "Hey, meet me in the dome in 5. When Mater got to the dome, he discovered that Fillmore made his own organic fuel. Fillmore filled Mater's tank with the last of his Christmas fruit. Then he made Mater promise to put his letter to Santa Car on the top of the pile. "Never stop believing, man," Fillmore said. Back at Flo's, Mater got ready to head out with letters for Santa Car. Lightning was worried he couldn't let Mater go alone. "Mater, I'm going with you," he said. "But you don't even have your snow tires," Mater pointed out. Lightning knew what he had to do. He had to make a pit stop at Luigi's for some new tires. Then Sarge, the army jeep, added some snow gear of his own, a snow plow, some big lights, and even some fog lamps. "Now that's what I call a good-looking North Pole. Here we come," Mater exclaimed. Soon, Mater and Lightning started their long journey to the North Pole. The two friends made their way through the deep snow. Lightning was tired, but Mater's spirits remained high. As they trekked on, they sang carols to keep themselves awake. "Frosty the snowplow." Suddenly, Mater hit a candy-striped pole. "The North Pole! We found it!" he cried happily. "Welcome to the North Pole, gentlemen," Santa Car said. Lightning stared in amazement. "Santa Car is real?" he gasped. Santa Car was glad his new friends had carried their letters all that way, but he had some bad news. "Christmas may be canceled this year." "No Christmas?" Mater cried. "The reindeer snowmobiles that fly me around the world have been stolen," Santa Car said. "They're fed a top-secret fuel that helps them fly." Just then, Mater remembered Chick and his friends acting suspiciously at Flo's. "Chick Hicks took your reindeer," he cried. "Of course," Lightning exclaimed. "He wants their fuel. Chick will do anything to win a race." "I'd tow you to Radiator Springs to find your reindeer, Mr. Santa Car, but we'd never make it back in time to save Christmas." Santa Car had a better idea. He filled Mater's tank with the reindeer snowmobile's special flying fuel. Back in Radiator Springs, Luigi and Guido scouted the canyons for the fuel thieves. From a cliff, they spotted Chick and his posse making fuel. Santa Car's reindeer snowmobiles were there too. All of a sudden, two of Chick's pals cornered Guido and Luigi. "You're too late, boys," Chick shouted at Guido and Luigi. "We've already reverse engineered this flying fuel. I'll fly around the track and I'll never lose to Lightning McQueen again. And you know the best part? No more Christmas. No more dirty oil filters in my stocking. And if I can't have presents, no one can." Suddenly, the air filled with sound of jingling bells. Mater flew over the hill, towing Lightning and Santa Car behind him. Chick raced away, but Lightning was close behind, and Santa Car had filled his tank with magic fuel, too. Chick was flying fast, but he was no match for Lightning McQueen. As Chick hit a sharp curve, he turned too late, spun out of control, and he tumbled over the cliff into a cactus patch. Doc and Mater joined Lightning on the edge of the cliff to take a look at all the wreckage. "Have fun fishing, Mater. Tow him straight down to the jail." Back in town, Mater, Lightning, and the rest of Radiator Springs' gang all celebrated the capture of the fuel thieves with Santa Car and his reindeer snowmobiles. "Well, we better hit the road," Santa Car said. "But you know, we could use some help delivering all these presents. What do you say, Mater? Will you help?" And Mater's eyes lit up. "Well, sure thing, Santa Car," he yelled. "Let's get her done." As Mater and Santa Car soared into the sky, Mater looked down at his friends in Radiator Springs and he shouted, "Merry Christmas, tow all, and tow all a good night." The end.
WakeMed Children's is proud to support the ongoing enrichment of children in our community and beyond through our sponsorship of the Disney Magic of Storytelling podcast. To learn more about WakeMed Children's, please visit kids.wakemed.org.